Hello everybody, I'm George Trombley. This is Japanese from Zero. 今日の一言で私たちは約束について話したいと思います。Today we're going to be talking about 約束 on 一言。一言 is where we kind of drill down on just one particular topic, and today that topic is 約束. Let's go ahead and get some new words so that we can fully utilize the word 約束. Well, we need to start with 約束. Now, we all learned that 約束 means promise. But it also can mean appointment and in some cases date, although there is the Japanese word date. Okay? We're going to use this word quite a lot with promise, mamoru. Mamoru. You know what? I just remembered. I forgot about this.
約束約束
That is my lovely wife, also co-author of all of the books, Yukari Takinaka. And mamoru.
守る
Mamoru.
守る
Mamoru. Mamoru means to keep or to protect something. All right? And the opposite of that,
破る
yaburu.
破る破る破る破る破る守る破る守る破る
Nice. All right, next one.
果たす
Now, so we have mamoru, to keep a promise, yeah? Yaburu, to break a promise, and hatasu, to fulfill a promise. And we're going to show some sentences using those particular words.
果たす
All right? Now, what we're going to do is I want you to look at this sentence and try to figure out what's happening in the sentence. So we have 約束を守ってください。
約束を守ってください
約束を守ってください。
約束を守ってください
What do you think that means?
約束を守ってください
Those of you in the live stream, what do you think that means?
約束を守ってください
This is basic. This is level 3 Japanese from Zero book stuff. If you understand what we just did with the verb, if you understand what yakusoku means. Antoine Jackson says, please protect your promise. No, it's please keep your promise. Yes, chaos controlled got it. Please keep your promise. So that might be something you say to somebody after they say, I promise you, which by the way, we're not even going to cover it, but it's yakusoku shimasu. Probably should have covered that. Yakusoku shimasu means I promise. And to keep that promise is yakusoku o mamorimasu.
約束を守ってください
Now, what happens if you don't keep the promise?
約束を守らなかった
What does that mean?
約束を守らなかった
Yakusoku o mamoranakatta.
約束を守らなかった
Now, this could also be yakusoku o mamorimasen deshita. This means you didn't keep your promise. Or remember, in Japanese, we don't have anata wa in front. We don't have watashi wa in front. We don't have someone's name in front of the sentence. It's open to the context of the conversation. You cannot forget that Japanese verbs include all possibilities. They're like quantum states of pronoun, okay? So if you say, yakusoku o mamoranakatta, it depends on who you're talking about. Hey, what do you think about Jeff? I hate Jeff. Why? Yakusoku o mamoranakatta. He didn't keep his promise. Now it's he, meaning Jeff, right? If I go to my wife, who I promised something, and she said to me,
約束を守ってください
and she says, what happened? How did it go? And I can say,
約束を守らなかった
I didn't keep my promise, right? Now it's I, okay? Now I could say that to somebody also. Hey, you,
約束を守らなかった
you didn't keep your promise. Let's just keep that in mind that Japanese, this is a very basic level thing, but it's not too bad to remind yourself that Japanese does not require anata wa, watashi wa, kare wa, Tanaka-san wa all the time. All right, let's keep going.
約束を破った
Yakusoku o yabutta. What does that mean? What does that mean? Let's see if anyone in the stream knows what that means.
約束を破った
I've heard this before.
約束を破った
Now, before I look at the answers, I typically say this wrong all the time. For some reason, I think it's yabuku in my mind. Yakusoku o yabuku for some reason. So I end up saying yakusoku o yabuita. But that is wrong. It's yakusoku o
約束を破った
yabuta. You broke the promise. It's you broke the promise, I broke the promise, he broke the promise. It's all of those, okay? But typically, if I'm talking it's either going to be I or you because typically conversations are between one or two people, unless we're talking about Jeff. That can't trust Jeff.
約束を破っ
You
た。
can't trust Jeff. All right, let's move to the next one. Okay, what is this?
約束を破らないでね。約束を破らないでね。
Seems like a reasonable request to make of somebody.
約束を破らないで
I mean,
ね。
it's not so different from this.
約束を守ってください。約束を破らないで
A
ね。
little bit more negative, right? When you say this,
約束を守ってください。
keep your promise versus
約束を破らないでね。
don't break your promise. Now keep in mind, we could have a lot more words around this, right? 今度は約束を破らないでください. This time, don't break your promise, right? All right, guys, you're all getting the answer. Very good. All right, let's keep going. Here we go.
約束をきちんと果たした。
Now, we might not know what this きちんと means, but it means properly, as expected. It's one of those kind of words that says, I did it like I'm supposed to have done it, okay? きちんと.
約束をきちんと果たした。
Doesn't mean you were doing something in the kitchen. Stupid joke, I apologize.
約束をきちんと果たした。
What does this mean? 約束をきちんと果たした.
約束をきちんと果たした。
Anyone in the live stream? Ha! Yes, you might be. This video is going to get even more high level. Typically, I like to keep HITOKOTO videos more of a higher level because a lot of people say they want higher level stuff, and I'd like to give that to you. But even if you're lower level, you will learn things from this video. There are things that you should never steer away from the harder stuff because you're going to need to learn it anyway. All right? You have properly kept your promise. It's not kept. It's fulfilled. Fulfilled my promise. It means I did the thing that I promised. Now, it does sound similar to kept my promise, mamotta, okay? But it's got a nuance of it's over. The promise is now done, okay? It's a little bit more like I'm on my deathbed, but I kept my promise, right? So it's a little bit more deep that way. Here we go.
約束を果たせなかった。
Now this one's a little bit more complicated.
約束を果たせなかった。
What does that mean? 約束を果たせなかった. We are now in potential form. 果たす、果たせる、果たせなかった. I was unable to fulfill my promise. My heart hurts. That hurts. That hurts to say that, doesn't it? 約束を果たせなかった. All right, let's move on. Now we're going to do advanced sentences. Now I have a bunch of pages of advanced sentences and a special treat coming up somewhere in the middle of these advanced sentences, so stick around. Don't leave before you see my special treat. All right, here we go. This is a long one, and I'm going to give you time to think about it.
私の前でタバコを吸わないという約束を守ってください。
Anyone in the stream, see if you can get that.
私の前でタバコを吸わないという約束を守ってください。私の前でタバコを吸わないという約束を守ってください。私の前でタバコを吸わないという約束を守ってください。
Let's see if anyone got it. Let's break it up now. Someone said it's easy. Let's see. Come on, Matcha. Don't let me down. What is it?
私の前でタバコを吸わないという
Please promise to quit smoking. Did you just see tobacco and think, I'm going to put the word tobacco in there? Please keep your promise. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys are all getting it. Please keep the promise of not smoking in front of me. You typed so fast, I don't know what you typed. 私の前で in front of me, tobacco. Now, tobacco could be written also in katakana, and there is even a kanji for it that some people might crazily use, because really old things had kanji assigned to them, like coffee, tobacco. 吸わないという約束. The promise of not smoking in front of me. Okay, tabako o su means to smoke, but you could also just say su, suanai, right? 私の前で吸わないという約束, right? You could even remove the toiyu, because we're just encapsulating this concept into the toiyu. We could just say, 私の前でタバコを吸わない約束. the promise to not smoke in front of me. 守ってください. Please keep it. All right, good job, everybody. Let's keep going. A little bit of a shorter one.
お父さんとした約束を守りたいです。お父さんとした約束を守りたいです。お父さんとした約束を守りたいです。
Now this sentence is deceptively good. It's deceptively packed with grammar, okay? It teaches you a lot. That's why, if you learn, there's a concept that I keep thinking about, and I haven't actually put in books or anything, but I think it's important. It's called like a beacon sentence. It's like a guide light to what this grammar does. And this is kind of a good one, okay? What does it show us here? It shows, how do you have a promise with somebody? It's to. お父さんと。
お父さんとした約束を守りたいです。
Now it gets a little bit more tricky with した。お父さんとした、right? 約束. What 約束 are we talking about? The 約束 that I did with my father. This is also, I believe this is book 4 or book 3. I don't remember exactly where this is, but this is using verb phrases to modify a noun. What 約束 is it? It's the 約束 that I did with my father. お父さんとした約束. Okay? You could say お父さんと約束をします. I will make a promise with my father. Okay? This is お父さんとした
お父さんとした約束を守りたいです。
お父さんとした約束を守りたいです. I want to keep the promise that I made with my father. Like I said, deceptively simple looking, but packed with grammar. You also, if you had seen this for the first time, you go, oh, okay, so you're using o with mamoru, right? Because yakusoku is the object that you are keeping. Let's continue. Oh gosh, you guys ready? You guys ready for a big one? It's huge. Before I play it, I want to just have you look at it. Think for a second. Somewhere around here there's a switch. I can't find the switch. There it is. I think the batteries are dead. Okay, let's listen to it.
子供はお母さんとの約束を守った。でも先生との約束は破ったことになる。
Now this is a plausible sentence, okay? And I'm going to give you how this would make sense. Okay, not that it doesn't look like it makes sense. It might not look like it makes sense, but it completely makes sense. And this is not weird in any way for a Japanese person.
子供はお母さんとの約束を守った。でも先生との約束は破ったことになる。
I don't know how to fix Yukari's volume. I'm sorry. The final released video will have the volume fixed. I can't fix it live stream. It's too much work. All right. Someone asked, what book am I reading from? This is just something we made today. So this is not a book. This is not in any of our books. Believe it or not, because we wrote the Japanese from Zero books, it's easy for us to come up with material. So it's not in a book.
子供はお母さんとの約束を守った。でも先生との約束は破ったことになる。
I mean, maybe it'll be a book called HITOKOTO one day, right? All right, so let's break this down, okay? 子供とお母さん、子供は the child, お母さんとの約束. Now, here's another, now remember before we had お母さんとした, right? お父さんとした約束, okay? But it's the promise that she did with her mother. It's the same way of saying it, right? So お母さんとの約束 means the promise with her mother, okay? So 守った. The mother kept the promise that she made with her mother. でも, however, 先生との約束, the promise with her teacher は破った. She broke it. ことになる. It ended up being that she broke the promise with her teacher. Now, that means it's the same promise. It's not two different promises. It's not, I made a promise to my mother and I broke it. and then I made a whole different promise with well, actually, they're different promises, but one action ruined it. It's one action that changes those promises. That's what I was trying to go with. So let's look at what action could that be. For example, maybe the teacher says, there are a lot of homeless people on the earth and people that don't have food. So when you eat your dinner, you should always eat the entire plate of food, okay? You should eat everything. But then maybe the mother says, hey, you've got allergies to the shrimp that you just put on your plate. Don't eat it all. He doesn't eat all of the food. He leaves food on the plate, kept his mother's promise, but broke the promise he made to his teacher to eat everything on his plate. Do you see how that happens? That's what the sentence does.
子供はお母さんとの約束を守った。でも先生との約束は破ったことになる。子供はお母さんとの約束を守った。でも先生との約束は破ったことになる。
Now, Mies, you said the child needs to keep the promise, but there is no wording that says need here. It's just past tense kept. If you wanted to say needs to, it would be 子供はお母さんとの約束を守らなければならない or 守る必要があります. It would have to be something like that to say needs to. And then, but then the next sentence wouldn't make sense to say, but he broke his promise that he made with the teacher. So sometimes if you come up with a translation and the second sentence doesn't seem to make sense, on especially something with a demo, you probably messed up the first sentence. Japanese has to make logical sense just like English does, all right? Right, vox to past. So the ni naru at the end kind of implies cause and effect. Yeah, koto ni naru. Exactly. In this particular case, it becomes, everything in front of the koto is the thing that will happen. It becomes that, all right? Here we go. This is a pretty easy one.
大統領は約束を守る人がいい。
Now, this is not a des must form sentence. It's just something you might say to a friend. It's in the middle of a conversation. What are they saying? What kind of president do you like?
大統領は約束を守る人がいい。
Right? It's a president. As for presidents, 大統領は, now she probably should have stressed a little bit more on the wa there. In the conversation, she probably would. 約束を守る人がいい. A person who keeps her promises is good. But when you say it like this, がいい, like that, it means I prefer, I want. It has that nuance. Let's listen to it again.
大統領は約束を守る人がいい。
Right? Presidents, you know, I prefer someone that keeps their promises. Even though we're not saying prefer here, you have to remember when you translate Japanese back to English, it has to match the tone of what she's saying. And even though Japanese isn't directly translating to prefer, that's really what it means. You know, or yeah, presidents who keep their promises are good is literally what we're saying. But really the nuance is
大統領は約束を守る人がいい。
Presidents, I prefer them, the ones that keep their promises. Whew. Am I talking about any particular president? Probably not. Probably not. I don't like getting political though. A little bit political here. You guys know that video where I talked about numbers and I talked about Trump becoming president. That did not end well for me. This is the year that we almost elected Trump. Whew. Man, when we're watching this in 2017, we're going to be like, oh, thank you that we did not. And take two. This is the year that we elected Trump. Oh my God, everything went crazy in America when we elected Trump. You can choose whichever version makes sense for you. I'm hoping it's the first version. Go watch that video. I think it's video number 4 in the Japanese from Zero video series. I'm not sure. Check it out. All right, let's look at this next one.
私のお父さんは忙しい人なので約束を破ってばかりだ。
Ooh, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Who thinks they know what that means?
私のお父さんは忙しい人なので約束を破ってばかりだ。
そうですね。お父さん大変ですからね。お父さんはね、仕事してるとね、娘にした約束よく破ります。これはよくある話です。私でもたくさんあります。例えばね、ちょっと 個人的な話になるんですけども、今は3月15日ですけども、この撮影した時、クリスマスにうちの下の子のアリサちゃんにドローン買ったんですね。でそのドローンはずっと一度も飛ばしてない。私一緒に飛ばさなきゃいけないので、そのドローンがずっと彼女の部屋の中に置いてあるまま、すごいかわいそう。これはもうお父さんは忙しい人なので約束を破ってばっかりだと言える、うちの子が。
私のお父さんは忙しい人なので約束を破ってばかりだ。
So what does that mean? My father is busy, so he broke his promise. Close, Chris, but you're missing a key part there. That would mean he broke one promise. No. Kim, I don't know what's happening with you. Father broke his promise by not returning after buying cigarettes. I just got it as I read it. That's the best comment ever. Where were you on YouTube? Where were you on YouTube commenting on my vlogs? Oh my God. Okay, since my dad, this is Zet Horse says, since my dad is a busy person, he constantly breaks his promises. Yes, exactly. Let's look at it. 私のお父さんは忙しい人。My father is a busy person. なので、therefore, because, okay, 約束が破ってばっかり。That てばっかり means constantly. Now what if I said 破ったばっかり? That means I just broke it. Very small change in the sentence, but 破ってばっかり means constantly breaking. 破ったばっかり means I just broke. It's probably a weird verb to do that with, but for example, I could say 見てばっかり, always looking, versus 見たばっかり, just looked. Boom. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Here we go. We're doing good? You guys aren't dead yet? This is HITOKOTO, so we actually go in depth. This isn't a Japanese in 5, so I hope you weren't expecting it to go fast.
あなたとは取引できません。なぜなら、あなたは約束を3回破ったからです。
Wow. She seems a little bit mad. Because it's my wife's voice, I feel a little bit of pressure listening to this.
あなたとは取引できません。なぜなら、あなたは約束を3回破ったからです。
What do you think? What do you think that means?
あなたとは取引できません。なぜなら、あなたは約束を3回破ったからです。
All right, so let's look at that. あなたとは with you 取引できません. I cannot do transactions with you. It's another way to say business. I can't do this exchange. 取引 means like to take and pull. So it's taking and pulling. It means that's what the kanji are, right? So I can't do business with you anymore, right? I can't do business with you. なぜなら, great thing to know. なぜなら, okay, it means the reason why is it's literally if why. It's why if, but you're saying the reason why is one way to say that, okay? The reason why is あなたは約束を3回破ったからです. It's because you broke your promise 3 times. 3 times. 3回.
あなたとは取引できません。なぜなら、あなたは約束を3回破ったからです。
Yes, it looks like many of you got it. Trinity, you got it. Zet Horse, you got it. Ambrosio, you got it. Very good. Yes, because you're unreliable, right? You keep breaking. もう約束を破ってばっかりだ. You're always breaking promises, right? 信用できない. 信用できない. Cannot trust you. Okay? It wouldn't be, by the way, 信じられない. 信じられない means unbelievable. But that doesn't mean you are unbelievable. It just means the situation is unbelievable. If you can't trust a person, that's 信用できない. That's a little bit of a bonus. Here we go.
あなたとは取引できません。なぜなら、あなたは約束を3回破ったからです。
All right. Next one. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this.
国との約束を破ったら、戦争になるかもしれません。
Wow, that's pretty heavy for a Japanese lesson.
国との約束を破ったら戦争になるかもしれません。
Okay, so what kind of yakusoku are we talking about here? It's a kuni to kuni no yakusoku. It's a promise between countries. Kuni to kuni to no yakusoku. You could have said kuni to kuni no aida no yakusoku also. A yakusoku between countries. When you learn big Japanese sentences like this, and the more Japanese you learn, you have to remember that you're going to learn how to say things many different ways. Once you know, every grammar that you learn is a new tool in your bucket, and then you could just say it many different ways, okay? Kuni to kuni no aida, kuni to kuni to no yakusoku, right? O yabuttara. Now what are we doing with yabuttara, right? If countries that have, when promises are broken that are made between countries, remember that yabuttara, the tara form, means if and when, right? So if you say when or if, both of them could be tara depending on the situation, okay? 戦争になるかもしれません。戦争になるかもしれません。Okay? かもしれません means it is possible. It might become. So 戦争になるかもしれません means it might become a war. Okay? So if countries break their promises, it could turn into a war.
国との約束を破ったら戦争になるかもしれません。
Now, Sasi, I see that you wrote, if countries break treaties, treaty is a different word, but yakusoku is good, and I don't remember what treaty is in Japanese right now. But when countries break their agreements, you can expect a war, close. When countries break their agreements, I like thinking of yakusoku as agreement, I think that's good. You can expect a war, there is no word expect in here, it's naru kamoshirenai. Now, you might not know this, naru kamoshirenai, but if you add kamoshirenai on the end of any verb, it means I'm probably gonna go. Okay, iku kamoshirenai, iku kamoshiremasen. There is no iku kamoshiremasu or shiremashita. It's only iku kamoshirenai, might go, or can you say iku kamoshirenakatta? I don't even think it sounds good in normal past tense. It's normally just iku kamoshirenai. All right. Now, I got a little bit heavy. Let's take a break. Please enjoy this quick break of my cat, Yuki. So cute. Like, my heart. Can we watch it again? It's just so cute. Look at her. She's adorable. She's a ragdoll. If you like to see more of Yuki, I did eat treats with her some videos back. A whole video dedicated to me eating with Yuki. But if you're those type of people that hate when I do anything that doesn't teach Japanese well, you might be disappointed to watch me eating cat food with my cat. Oh, look at her. Look at her. So cute. All right. We still got a couple more sentences to go. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Let's listen to this.
最後にあなたとの約束が果たせてよかった。最後にあなたとの約束が果たせてよかった。
Now, there's a reason why ga has been marked here in this different color, okay? Up until now, it's been yakusoku o hatasu, but it's been turned into ga. And the funny thing is, my wife, when she sent the sentences over, she wrote o, and she said ga. Both are correct. But typically, when you're doing potential form, it can go to ga. Okay, for example, let's take taberarenai, cannot eat, right? Unable to eat. You could say sushi o taberarenai, but most people tend to say sushi ga taberarenai. I can't eat sushi. It's the same thing here. So, 最後にあなたとの約束が果たせてよかった。
最後にあなたとの約束が果たせてよかった。
Now let's see what you guys got. In the end, I'm glad I broke the promise I made with you. No. Z-Horse, no. There is no breaking. There's no breaking. It's hatasu means to fulfill, not yaburu. Yaburu is to break. Okay. Prague, you said you remember this from the first book, but it's not in the first book. You might be thinking of another company's book. The last promise with you is fulfilled well. No. Ambrogio says, I'm glad that the promise with you has been filled till the end. Not till the end. Okay. 最後に, it means in the end. In the end, okay? Basically what happened is, let's say that this person was trying over and over again, but was unable to fulfill the promise. Maybe I promised my daughter, well, this is too high level to say to my daughter, but let's say I promised a friend I was going to buy them something the next time I went to Korea. And I went 4 or 5 times and I kept forgetting to get that thing for them. And then finally on the 5th time I remembered it and I said,
最後にあなたとの約束が果たせてよかった。
I'm really glad I was able to finally, right? I'm really glad in the end I was able to reach my promise, like fulfill my promise with you. So the promise is over. That's why we're using hatasu. Mamoru, you could keep continuing. You could be continuing, right, with your... If you hatasu a promise, it's over. But if you mamoru a promise, you're still protecting. You're still keeping that promise. All right, one more. Again, this sentence came over originally. She sent it to me with an O, but she said ga, so I had to change it.
1年で1万人の登録がありました。目標の約束が果たせて嬉しいです。
There's a typo in hatase? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I added a ta in the furigana. Sorry about that. Thought we could go through this thing without typos. That's my fault. I'm the one that made the PowerPoint, so. It is not hatatasete, it's hatasete. This ta is on the top up here is wrong. All right. Now, I want to give the people in the stream time to answer this.
1年で1万人の登録がありました。目標の約束が果たせて嬉しいです。
I kind of like that I can hear my wife breathing. She likes breathing before the next sentence. Listen, you can hear it.
1年で1万人の登録がありました。目標の約束が果たせて嬉しいです。
Okay, so let's see what we have. Detrethia says, in 1 year I reached 10,000 subscribers. I'm glad I fulfilled my objective. Yeah, that's pretty good. Feel pretty good. 1年で in 1 year 1万人の登録がありました. In 1 year we had 10,000 people subscribe. Toroku means to register, so it's really register, but you could say subscribe, right? So in 1 year, we had 10,000 people subscribe. That's a fact. 目標の約束, the promise of our goal, right? Our 目標の約束, I promised somebody this particular goal, okay? が果たせて being able to reach this promised goal, 嬉しいです. I'm happy. 果たせて嬉しい means I'm glad that I was able to reach. All right, good job. Let's listen to it one more time.
1年で1万人の登録がありました。目標の約束が果たせて嬉しいです。
Yes, I have another typo apparently. 目標, sorry. It's 目標. The little yo is missing. I would fix it, but I'm too embarrassed. 目標, sorry. I apologize. But thank you, who noticed that? Thank you, Zet Horse, for letting me know. Prague, you also let me know. Okay, so Detrithia says, shouldn't it be Toroku Sha? It could be. That would mean we had 10,000 subscribers, but we're saying we had 10,000 subscriptions, right? So it's not required, no.
1年で1万人の登録がありました。目標の約束が果たせて嬉しいです。
All right, let's move on. Okay, here we go, another big one. Let's see who can do it. I'll play it in a second. This feels like out of a comic book. Let's listen.
秘密を守るという約束を守り続けて、何も言わずに死んだ彼は約束を果たしたと言える。
Yeah, this one is hard. This is really hard.
秘密を守るという約束を守り続けて、何も言わずに死んだ彼は約束を果たしたと言える。
Now let's talk about sentences like this, okay? This is hard if you don't know the mechanics of Japanese. Every sentence has a topic, right? What are we talking about? Well, Japanese conveniently tells you what they're talking about with the wa, okay? Kare wa, he. Now, if you remember literally book 1 lesson, book 1, lesson 2-ish, I tell you, everything before the wa is the topic or part of the topic. It's a description, right? It's the entire topic, right? Who is this he? It's everything in front of the he is who he is. And what did he do? It's after the wa. So A, wa, B. That's what it is, right? Let's look at it. Himitsu o mamoru toyu yakusoku. What kind of yakusoku is it? Himitsu o mamoru. The keeping a secret, okay? Keeping a secret. Whoa. What? Mamoru's being used for himitsu. Himitsu o mamoru. Yakusoku o mamoru. You're keeping both of them. That's a really good... This sentence shows you that mamoru is not limited to being used with yakusoku, okay? Himitsu o mamoru toyu yakusoku o mamori tsuzukete. Right? The promise of keeping a secret, mamori tsuzukeru. When you do a verb with the e form plus tsuzuku, it means to continuing to do that thing. Mamori tsuzukete, and when you have te like that, it's a continuing statement, right? Himitsu o mamoru toyu yakusoku o mamori tsuzukete, nani mo iwazu, without saying anything, ni shinda kare, he who died, without saying anything, and continued to keep his promise to keep the secret. What about him? Yakusoku o hatashita to ieru. You can say that he kept and fulfilled. He fulfilled his promise, right? So much is packed into that, right? We learned that he kept his secret and he made a promise to keep that secret, and that he's dead, and that he didn't say anything until death, right? Maybe he was gonna say the secret, but he got killed right before it. You could still say the statement would be true. Maybe we can imagine in an anime, this guy who was gonna tell the he made a promise to keep the secret, but he was getting ready to tell it. And the guy that he made the promise to takes a sword and kills him. He stabs him, and then he goes, Himitsu o mamoru toyu yakusoku o mamori tsuzukete, nani mo iwazu ni shinda kare wa yakusoku o hatashita to ieru. I mean, that could be a funny thing to say. He didn't say anything before he died, therefore, he even though it's because I killed him, right? But most likely that kind of a sentence, because it is nani mo iwazu, and he wouldn't be like that. But he kept his promise because he died. All right, let's do another one. I believe this is the final one.
約束を果たせるように全力で頑張ります。
Oops.
約束を果たせるように全力で頑張ります。約束を果たせるように全力で頑張ります。約束を果たせるように全力で頑張ります。
Who knows what this is? You know what? I'm gonna not give the answer to this. Tell me in the comments of this video what this means. Here it is one more time.
約束を果たせるように全力で頑張ります。
And that's how we should always be. Thank you for watching Japanese from Zero. Remember, if you'd like to get the books, if you were confounded by this level of Japanese, and you think, wow, I would love to be able to understand Japanese, we have made 4 books so far, working on the 5th one. and there's a kanji book also, but you can go to, the links are in the description. All of the new videos on the channel, direct links to the books, whether you're in the Philippines or in Germany or in the UK or Canada, all of the links, or the USA, they're all there for you to click and find the books. Thank you for watching. I'm George Trombley. I'll see you on the next HITOKOTO. じゃあね。